everyone should be talking about their buttholes more often. And I was gonna say this on Subway Takes, but everyone told me not to. And then I kind of got scared out of it. But that was the whole point! That it's taboo! So now we'll go into my explanation. Let me look at my... Yes, people should talk about their buttholes more openly. Okay, first, let's think about why salaries are taboo. When you're in the workplace, you're not supposed to talk about how much you make with your other coworkers. Oh, you shouldn't be asking about that. So, if one of your coworkers is making more than you for the same exact job that you're doing, it's uncomfortable to talk about. You're not supposed to talk about it. Why? So your employer can continue to keep you underpaid. Exploitation. You have to think about, hold on, sorry, I'm turning this around. You have to think about who benefits from people not talking about certain things. In this salary case, it is the employer, because not everyone is going to fight for their worth in the workplace and demand proper pay, or what is considered proper pay. So they villainize the talking of it. Oh, on to my next point. Why is gossip so demonized? Huh? First of all, it's because women are known to gossip. Is misogyny and part of that. But also, if you're not spreading information about what people are doing, they're not being held accountable by the community. So, gossip is so bad. You shouldn't be airing out your business in public. That just allows people to continue doing what they're doing because they won't feel shame. The community has to shame them. We need to bring back community shame. We need to get this information out into the open. Gossip should not be demonized. If I'm telling you something that my man did and I didn't like it, I can go and get, or like, I don't know that it's a bad thing, I can go and get advice from other people. If I leave this man, then if I'm gossiping, other women are gonna know to stay away from him. You know what I mean? And this is not just even in relationships. This can be in romantic relationships. This can be part of anything. It's, again, who's benefiting from this? The men. Why? Misogyny. It's a way to keep us controlled. Keep us silent. I don't like that. Okay, what else was I gonna say? I heard this story of a little girl who, she would go up to her teacher and she'd be like, my uncle's eating my cookie. My uncle's eating my cookie. And the teacher was confused. Like, cookie, that seems like a snack. Why is this such a big deal? Is she not getting proper food at home? But like, she didn't really know what she was talking about. She was confused. Turns out, the little girl was being sexually abused by her uncle. Because in a lot of communities, what is considered taboo is talking about your private parts, or saying words like penis or vagina. Everyone more or less has one, both, neither, I don't know. So, who's benefiting from this? The abuser! Because it creates confusion. It allows the victim to continue being victimized, because if they go and seek help, they don't know what they're talking about. And with that comes with improper sexual health education. And that just allows the cycle of abuse to continue. Because if we're not educated on something, there is no progress. This is nobody steal this. I'm going to trademark it. Limitation of conversation stops amelioration. What is amelioration? The betterment, the improvement of something, right? if we're not allowed to talk about certain things, then how is there going to be progress? If, oh, like an example of this is, like, I don't know where in America, but an American scientist and a Chinese scientist, they somehow got into communication and worked on something and like, yay, whoa, awesome, you know? And that, like, that communication allowed for breakthroughs in medicine. Yeah, I think they won, like, the Nobel Prize. I wish I could remember what about. I don't feel like editing this video, so I don't wait, look it up. But, yeah, the people want, what's it called? Okay, how does this, relate to buttholes? So, I was thinking about, I talked about, oh, wait. No, let's not go to buttholes yet. Religion. Oh, y'all are gonna come for me. Religion. Do you actually know the proper history of your religions, especially the monotheistic Abrahamic religions? Because I have been doing some studying on, like, the origins of it, and it really gets muddled. But when you start talking about these things, people are like, no, you can't say that, you have to believe. But why can't I look into the history? Like, it's not encouraged oftentimes, and I'm not saying this is the religion, but, like, the culture. It's not always encouraged to really think about things. And if you're not thinking about something, it's easier for you to be controlled. I personally think that a lot of modern day religions are a means of control to keep people subjugated. They use fear a lot. Fear of what? Being seen as different. If you're outspoken about something that is not the norm, if you're challenging the norm, you're kind of looked down upon, shamed, made very otherly. I don't like that. It's all connected. Okay, so the butthole thing. Hemorrhoids. Yeah, I was talking about hemorrhoids. I'm like, oh my god, why are you talking about that, like, so openly? Even, like, periods are not supposed to be talked about very openly. Why? Oh, I remember when I got my period, I told my mom and she was like, oh, do you know where the pads are in my bathroom? And I was like, yeah. She didn't say anything. Like, and that was it. That was the extent of my menstrual health education from my home. I learned a lot on my own from my friends and in health class. So that wasn't really necessary. Like, I did know what to do. But I think that's kind of crazy because it's taboo. And right before I went to college, Shorty tried to sit me down to have the talk. I said, yeah, you're bugging. Baby, I've been new. It's okay. Like, we're not talking about this because you already made it so that this is not a comfortable space for me to talk about these things since they are considered taboo. I'm fine talking about this with, like, other people, but if certain people have made it known that it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation with them, I really didn't talk about it. Just like hemorrhoids. A lot of people don't talk about hemorrhoids. A lot of people get hemorrhoids. That's fine. But we need to talk about it because they are easily preventable. And a lot of time people feel shame around it. Oh, this is gonna, like, no Freud. I have to get back into my psychology back and look into, like, get back into it. When I was studying for the MCAT, I was really loving psych. Anywho, they feel shame about it. They're like, oh, this is disgusting. This is, like, taboo. You can't talk about it. And then they wait for a long time until it gets worse when it didn't need to be the case. And I saw that a lot when I was working as a medical assistant. Like, I was looking at buttholes. I was Spreading cheeks, pause. But that's not, I don't know, I didn't mind that. I did not mind that. I think really the only thing that bothers me is snot and like hair, kind of. Like, not like just any hair, but you know when you're like taking stuff out of the drain and it's hair? Yuck. I don't like that. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, they're stopping you from getting proper health care because it never needed to get to that point. And a lot of people deal with hemorrhoids. Like, when I bring it up, people are like more receptive to it, and then they'll tell me, oh yeah, I've had hemorrhoids. Bruh, it's pretty common. It's okay to have hemorrhoids. And if you talk about it, oh, now I can share this with you. You can work on your diet or do this to improve the recurrence of your hemorrhoids. Stop it from recurring so often. And that's really where I started thinking about it. Like, why can't I talk about my butthole? Everyone has one. Like, that's so stupid. It's okay. It's okay to have hemorrhoids. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. What was I gonna say? Darn it. I genuinely don't know. Oh. I am like very open. I'm like okay talking about certain things, like whether it be sexual, health. I don't mind talking about it for myself. Even like they're having the naked mom conversations. I never had a naked mom, but I feel very comfortable like just being naked in front of people. Like, obviously I'm not streaking, but I don't mind people seeing my body because it's like a body. I feel like bodies are so ridiculously sexualized. But I think my openness about it allows other people to be open about it. Because when you approach something in like a very... Say I started talking about like periods and I'm like hushing my voice. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm having a period, ladies. That signals to the person that this is like something that you can't be talking about. Yeah, hey, I'm on my period. Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like that's something I had to learn over the years because of the way that I was brought up. But I don't think anything should be taboo. I think you should talk about everything. Politics. Politics. That's what I was forgetting to talk about before the buttholes. My head hurts. Ow! Maybe it's because I didn't eat enough. All I have is cereal today so far, and it's 2 p.m. I have a med school interview right now. I mean, not right now. I have like the info sessions that you have to go to before. Is this makeup approved? Whoa, this is not the... what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, politics. Can't be talking about politics because the politicians want you to be stupid. And if you're not talking about it, you're not seeing different viewpoints. A lot of times people are in echo chambers just listening to what the people want them to know instead of actually being informed and knowing what things actually mean. So many people who voted for Trump and support the Affordable Care Act lost their medical coverage after they voted for Trump because he framed it. He only ever said like Obamacare. It's the same thing. Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. And that was done on purpose. That's on purpose. So if you're not talking about it, you're not thinking about it. If you're not thinking about it, you're stupid. In respects to whatever topic that is. Not thinking about it, you don't know. Like, and it's okay not to know things, but it's not okay to know you don't know something and continue not knowing. Curiosity is great. Curiosity killed the cat. I think that's the worst thing that anyone has ever created. as the worst phrase ever in the world. Curiosity did not kill the cat. You killed the cat and blamed it on curiosity. Yeah. I think that's all for today. Yeah. Oh, what were my other Subway takes? Let me see. That I didn't. These are not the ones. Oh, I really wish I did that one, but it's like I feel like it's such a longer conversation. Excuse me. Everyone needs to get more primitive right now, and nuclear war would not be bad. Let me know if y'all want me to talk about those, and